Hollywood has always had a particular fascination with teen romance and coming of age, employing young future stars in stories that continue to inspire the younger generation to this day. While most of these films are cookie cutter, there are indeed some gems in this genre that speak about growing up in a culture that transforms with each decade. Today, we peek into 10 of the best such films in the list ahead.
Now don't get upset, Daddy, but there's this boy.
Who's a flaming imbecile.
Please.
And I think he might ask me—
Please, I think I know what he's going to ask you.
Number 10. 10 Things I Hate About You. Starring Heath Ledger, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Julia Stiles, this modern adaptation of the Shakespeare classic has all the hallmarks of a perfect coming-of-age dramedy. When a young Cameron falls for a popular girl in school, complications arise when it becomes known that the girl can't date unless her older sister does too. Enter Heath Ledger's Patrick, who will not only win over the snobby older sister, but entice her with the possibility of true love. A charming film that immortalizes the transformative power of true love, 10 Things I Hate About You will make you feel all warm and fuzzy.
Actually, Cato, that's exactly what it means. I hope you're not thinking of staying here.
I sure want to.
I'm sure you do.
I got a place in West.
Number 9. Clueless. With the 90s heartthrobs of Alicia Silverstone, Paul Rudd, and Brittany Murphy, Clueless is considered the quintessential high school film that perfectly captures the moment and essence of the time period. Cher, played by Silverstone, is a rich mall rat who finds her life unraveling after she gets two teachers to date each other. Containing adolescent shenanigans, teen romance, and an irreverent energy, Clueless is a joy from start to end. Delightfully clever, Clueless is both entertaining and heartfelt, anchored by Alicia Silverstone in her top form in a satire that hits close to the heart.
Oh, so now you're mad?
No, it's
because
just you're
I
being
wanted to
ridiculous
listen to
because you
music?
have a great mind.
I'm sorry, I'm not perfect.
No one's asking you to be perfect, just consider it.
Number 8. Lady Bird. The directorial debut of the immensely talented Greta Gerwig, Lady Bird is a fascinating teen drama that ticks all the right boxes. Saoirse Ronan plays Christine, a self-assertive high school student who finds herself going through the trials and tribulations of love and self-discovery as she moves out with her mother to Sacramento, California. Timothy Chalamet and Lucas Hedges also star in this tale of romance and acceptance that showcases the perils of growing up. Powerful, moving, and funny, Lady Bird contains yet another brilliant Ronan performance as it explores the perils of embracing adulthood with wit and depth never seen before in the genre.
I just thought that someone should know. I don't really know how this works. I'm probably gonna jump off an overpass in front of a semi, or a U-Haul maybe.
Number 7. The Edge of 17. Directed by Kelly Freeman Craig, The Edge of 17 stars Haley Steinfeld as Nadine, an angsty teenager who finds her life turned upside down when her best friend falls in love with her brother. Finding support from her teacher, Mr. Brunner, played by Woody Harrelson, Nadine tries to rebuild her sanity with unexpected results. Steinfeld is amazing, delving into the role of her opinionated yet weird character with ease. Her off-kilt humor and equally zany mannerisms significantly help the young adult narrative as we empathize with her unique conundrums. Funny yet melancholic, The Edge of 17 excels due to both its assured direction and its powerful starring performance that adds a level of subversive hilariousness to the entire narrative.
I was thinking I could, have this baby and give it to someone that, totally needs it, like a woman with a bum ovary or a couple nice lesbos.
Number 6. Juno. Ellen Page, Michael Cera, Jennifer Garner, and Jason Bateman star in this quirky comedy about teen pregnancy and how its fallout affects two families. Page as Juno is fantastic, playing a sharp-edged but sweet teenager who employs humor in difficult circumstances. Jason Reitman directs the film and handles the subject matter with care, ensuring that the central story about the perils of teen pregnancy is not overshadowed by the drama and wit that takes up much of the screen time. Entertaining, fun to experience, and containing a strong message about child adoption, Juno is the kind of film that rarely gets made.
it's just a metaphor. He puts the killing thing in his mouth, but he doesn't actually give it the power to kill him.
Well, that metaphor, it's prohibited on today's flight.
Number 5. The Fault in Our Stars. Based on a best-selling novel of the same name, The Fault in Our Stars chronicles the story of two cancer-afflicted teens who end up falling in love during a trip to Amsterdam. Directed by Josh Boone, the film features masterful acting by both Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort. With a fresh new twist on the teen romance genre, The Fault in Our Stars has deep characters that grow on you and an emotional story that will make you weep by the very end. Best described as an odyssey of the tragedies and triumphs of two teenagers struggling with a mortal disease, The Fault in Our Stars is a spirited adventure that will make you believe in the power of love.
Championship season in '76.
What bullshit.
You guys are actually signing this crap?
Apparently.
Ed, what are they gonna do next?
Number 4. Dazed and Confused. Richard Linklater is a revered filmmaker in cult circles with his stories capturing the zany and unique intricacies of life itself. Such is the case with his 1993 film Dazed and Confused as well, which charts the last days of high school of a group of teenagers in 1980s Texas. With a heavy dose of shenanigans, drinking, and debauchery, Linklater manages to capture the unique experience of growing up in the 80s. With Matthew McConaughey, Ben Affleck, and Mila Jovovich in the cast, Dazed and Confused is a smart piece of filmmaking that assures the inevitable rise of Linklater to the eventual stardom that he would achieve a decade later.
Bad, bruised. Everything's great, just from this, just like right there.
Your eye.
Yeah, your eye. Everything else is great.
Number 3. Superbad. Greg Montola's stoner comedy Superbad occupies a special place in the minds of the young generation. With its hilarious jokes and off-killer comedy, Superbad inspired a generation of teenagers who wanted to break rules and party hard. Seth Rogen as a police officer and Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse as three best friends are hilarious as they stumble about to create the reddest party ever in their town. As they struggle to procure alcohol and drugs for their escapades, they run into Rogen's police officer, who also partied hard in his heydays. Also, Emma Stone as Jules is particularly hilarious and steals every scene she is in.
Bennett, did you know without trigonometry there'd be no engineering?
Without lamps, there'd be no light.
Okay, so neither one of you is any better than the other one.
Number 2. The Breakfast Club. Nobody makes teen dramas better than John Hughes, and his 1995 classic The Breakfast Club remains better than most coming-of-age dramas today. 5 high school students find themselves in detention, and mutual hostility gives way to admiration and respect as the students learn to respect each other, becoming close friends in the process. Starring Molly Ringwald and Judd Nelson, The Breakfast Club is a 2-hour soul-searching experience that will win you over by its end. With the exploration of teenage alienation and young angst, The Breakfast Club manages to break new ground for the genre.
I keep trying, but I can't really remember what I did.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
You saved my brother.
Number 1. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Starring Logan Lerman, Ezra Miller, and Emma Watson, The Perks of Being a Wallflower is a tale of romance, teen angst, and depression set against the backdrop of a blooming friendship. When Charlie, played by Lerman, befriends 2 of his seniors, he opens a door to life's inconsistencies and shortcomings, sending him down a path of self-exploration as he struggles to find his place in the world. An honest, raw look at teen adolescence and the challenges that come with it, The Perks of Being a Wallflower is an extraordinary cinematic achievement boosted by a top-notch performance by Emma Watson. So, this brings us to the end of the video. If you think there should have been any other movie on the list, feel free to write in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and share this video. We will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe.